Ashley, how are you?
I'm pretty good, hanging in there. It's the end of the year. How about you?
Same, hanging in there. It's the end of the year. We have one more day tomorrow. Long
Oh,
weekend
really?
ahead. Yes, we're off on Friday. It
Oh,
was it was
man.
it was supposed to be a makeup day for snow days, but with technology, I don't think there is a such thing anymore.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I feel about that as a teacher. I'm like, sometimes I do appreciate those snow days.
I know. Yeah, I'm right here with you. I am right
Yeah,
there.
that's
So,
okay.
but welcome to the Wauwatosa virtual recruitment fair. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. It is a wonderful pleasure to meet you. My name is Nikki Mitchell. I'm the principal at Madison Elementary School, which is a school on the far west side of Wauwatosa.
Okay.
We have students in grades kindergarten through fifth grade, and I know that you are interested in an elementary teacher position.
Hmm.
So I am one of the hiring managers for the district. So this session is being recorded so that it can be shared with other elementary teachers that are looking to fill positions. And I wish you the very best
Oh, thank you so much.
as you continue on this journey. So this afternoon, we, the district, would like to give you an opportunity to discuss why you would be a good fit for Wauwatosa. And I just have a few questions that I want to ask you in this short time that we have together. So start out by telling me a little bit about yourself. I do have a copy of your resume, but if you could tell me a little bit about your teaching experiences and how it would connect to being at Wauwatosa.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So, I went to St. Norbert College in De Pere, Wisconsin. Go Packers, right over there.
Yep, over there.
And then, yeah. And then after college, my first job was at St. Anthony, which is on Ninth and Mitchell, so the south side. And I've taught third grade there for this is my 8th year, which sounds like a long time. I've been, to me, I guess it sounds like I've been there for a while. And so I teach third grade and I absolutely love my kids. I love third grade. And it's the only place I have been.
Mhm.
So I'm looking for other opportunities where I can grow professionally that I might not be able to get in my current situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, along those lines, why don't you tell me a little bit about your certifications and what areas you're interested in? When you talk about growth, what are you looking to
Mhm.
move towards?
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm certified with my degree for first through eighth grade.
Mhm.
So I prefer, I would say, fourth and under. I could go fifth. I like when my kids have that independence a little bit, but
Mhm.
also they still need me. They still like me as their teacher. I actually just went to Cardinal Stritch University and got my ESL license. So, right now, working with a large Hispanic population, I've been able to use those strategies with my kids because so many of them are English language learners. So
Mhm.
I appreciate that. And I know the Wauwatosa School District is has diversity and a small percentage of ESL students. So that would be a little bit different for me. But I think I'm looking to grow in other ways, teaching like a different and more diverse um, population of kids, I think would be eye-opening to me and help me grow in those areas because
Mhm.
even though I am teaching like students of color, they're all the same in that they're mostly Hispanic or come from those Latino families. So
Right.
just opening myself to learn about um, or just teaching more of a diverse group of students. I think academically too, when I say
Mhm.
diverse, not
Yes,
just um,
absolutely.
ethnically or whatnot, I think would really grow or it would help me grow professionally.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with me. So, along those lines of equity and diversity, can you share with me how you have ensured equitable opportunities for students in your classroom? And can you give me at least one example?
Definitely. So, starting off this year and kind of stemming from last year, I was part of an equity committee at my school. And what we tried to do was we kind of did a little bit of research. I know it was overwhelming this year with everything already
Mhm.
happening with the pandemic and whatnot. But we tried our best to do some of our research on how we could include more equitable teaching in our classrooms. And I think we're kind of in phase one where we're kind of looking internally and talking about like, these are my like internal biases that I have, whether it is from teaching at St. Anthony or from outside factors, and kind of like how I can turn those biases into like more of a fair teaching with my curriculum, like diving into more like culturally responsible curriculum and exposing those kids to um, their culture and other cultures too, because I feel like they're kind of in their own bubble in a way
Mhm.
with
Yep.
being on the South Side. So kind of broadening their horizons. So in reading, we are in a unit about immigration, and that connected to our social studies unit. So we have
Okay.
learned a lot about something they can connect to because a lot of their families are immigrants, but looking at it through eyes of other um, cultures and ethnicities. And then also by kind of being inc- including that rigor. I know some of my kids are below grade level. Many of my kids are below grade level, but keeping that challenge and that rigor up is very important to me.
Mhm.
Um, I just use like building those background knowledge for them that they might not have to kind of help bring them to more of a a fair shot with the curriculum.
Okay. Thank you. So that kind of ties into the next question I'm going to ask you. So, what instructional practices do you utilize to challenge your high achieving students while also supporting struggling and reluctant learners?
Definitely. So collaboration is a huge thing in my classroom. And I know with this year, it's been a little bit more difficult, but with
Mhm.
the use of technology, I think we were able to, or I was able to incorporate that. With my higher learners, I like to set them in more leadership roles because I do also have a wide range of learners in my room too. So putting them into that leadership role to maybe help some of my students who are struggling a little bit. Helped them develop their collaboration skills and their leadership skills while also kind of helping my lower achieving students with kind of building their confidence, not having to work with me so much, kind of working with like another student and maybe hearing that in a different way.
Mhm.
So collaboration was a big one. I think kind of goal setting also was another big one that we are starting to implement more at St. Anthony and in my classroom, having a growth mindset and then making those goals like academically or emotionally kind of help students internalize like what they want to get out of their learning, and then seeing them reach those goals gets them excited and motivated.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And can
Yeah.
you please tell me, why are you interested in Wauwatosa?
Oh, I love Tosa. I lived on 90th and North for like 7 years, so a
Mhm.
little bit further away from Madison Elementary, but I love the community of Wauwatosa. I think it's just something like I really connected with, and I like the morals and the values that you guys instill in your students, teaching the whole child, whether it's academically, intellectually, emotionally, physically, all those aligned with like my teaching philosophy as well. And I know you guys talk a lot about building those strong relationships, and that's one thing I pride myself on is building those relationships with my students
Mhm.
and their families, especially. I know it's been a learning curve for me since most of the families I work with are Spanish speaking, and I am definitely not bilingual. I'm not call myself bilingual, even though I could get by. So just building that trust in those relationships with the family. And then I'm ready for a challenge. I'm ready for a change. I've been in the same classroom, the same position for 8 years, and I think I want to grow myself as an educator and learning new strategies, new practices, and even experimenting with new curriculum. Just somewhere new. Having a challenge would
Okay.
be something I think I need.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Just super, super quick. I know every school is different. You guys have many elementary schools, and maybe different schools have different needs, but you guys do have professional development um, opportunities for your teachers, correct? Like you do maybe weekly or monthly professional developments?
Yes, so we do have, I don't know if your school have banking days or like professional learning days set aside throughout the school year. So I think we have about at least five. We have, not including the ones at the very beginning of the school year. Opening this school year, we'll have 5 days that the teachers will be back. And so a few of those days will be set aside for professional learning. But throughout the school year, we have professional learning days. Every Wednesday, we set aside time for our teachers to get together in professional learning communities. That's every Wednesday from 2:30 until like about 3:45. Our students are released from school early to allow our teachers and staff to have that time to collaborate around data, to
Mhm,
think about their teaching practices and how we can move students forward in their learning. And then also at each individual school, we have monthly staff meetings, which can be
mhm,
set aside for professional learning if there isn't like some organizational or logistical information that we need to give out to staff. So there's a lot of opportunities,
mhm,
even throughout the summer, for staff to get professional learning. And the district is committed to making sure that staff are highly qualified and trained
mhm.
so that we have the best people in front of our students. So that is a commitment of our district.
Yeah, definitely. That makes me excited. I work with a team of 5 right now, and I love my team members. It's just hard. I feel like we don't get as much of a chance to talk to, like, the 2nd grade teachers or
Mhm.
the 5th grade teachers, so it makes me excited to hear that you guys do have those PLCs and that you, have a ton of collaboration. So,
Yes, we
thank
do.
you so much. I
Yeah, you're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Yeah. So, did you have any other questions?
I think that was my biggest one
Okay.
for now,
Okay.
if that's okay with
Yep,
you.
nope, that's fine. I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure I was giving you the opportunity to ask what you want. And I
Awesome.
do want to wish you luck again in your educational and professional journey with schooling and teaching. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you again in the future. Best wishes to
Awesome.
you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Yep. Thank you for participating in our
Yep,
recruitment fair. Have a nice evening.
awesome. Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.